All right. Well, welcome. You have found the channel of TV, and you have found Rimworld Part 2. We've already done a little bit. You can check back on the channel just a few days ago. We just started another one. Did not have the name, however, that's because in this game of Rimworld, you don't get the name until you've established at least about a week, a month. Some don't really know the exact time. However, without getting into that, I am your host, Tito Main. This is Tito.tv After Dark. And after dark's just simply meaning it's after dark, 12 a.m. where I live, and that means I get to let loose. And just another way to say more gaming. So, without further ado, we are already loaded in. You haven't missed anything. I just unpaused it, and we went live. However, we will play this for a little bit. We'll split down the time, and we're going to try to get a little bit of time in on Kerbal. Hopefully, it won't be too late, so I can try to learn some more on Kerbal. And that is the plan for tonight. So strap in, relax, and enjoy the start of After Dark. We're already in the second series part of it. We played a little bit of Helldivers earlier and it expanded out past 12:30. So I wanted to make sure that we get that taken care of. And now we're going to be starting to work on the colony of Westside. Previously on Westside, we basically started to dig around. We're just basically starting to amass, nothing too crazy. We've had 2 attacks and 2 successful defends with minor bruising and an animal attack. And by the animal attack, we've also lost one of our animals. That's the gist of pretty much what's going on. As you can see, how basically it is a mess. This kind of reminds me of my brain. However, slowly but surely as time goes by, as long as nothing too crazy happens, we can get it all together. I do have a paradise sort of planned out here. It's just a lot of in and outs and in betweens. The biggest thing is that storage for one needs to be an issue for this live, and we need to start shaping things. I started planning and ran out of material. So with all that being said, well, I think the last thing we can mention is that right before we got off the last live, we were able to make a pin, and the pins got chinchillas in them. However, Chinchilla Bobby, Chinchilla Tara, and Chinchilla Gary. One of them got stuck in here, so it was pretty easy. Um, the rooms are still not finished. However, that's because we don't have any steel, and we finally got the field stove ready. So if you're just kind of coming in and you're wondering this or that, there's a little explanation. It is time for them to haul. So with all that being said, hopefully nothing bad happens because we have a lot of work to do. So I'm going to let them kind of do what they do, and let's start it. So they're starting off by letting what's his face pretty much get busy planning. This is not the worst idea. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but all right. I don't understand why they're so stressful. Alright, just one more. Alright, so basically, at this point, I'm just stacking and packing. He's going to eat. He's off other shit. Nice. Okay, everybody's batting neutral. Jeez, she's still studying.